beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone?
Yeah.
Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
Very bitter.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
Didn't seem like a doctor answer. The Red Queen was kind of in her.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
With your progeny at its head, it would not be long before this Econ Assembly catches a second wind. To discreetly control its plans is your decision to make.
My progeny at its wake. Damn it, that's a terrible old wall building man that I didn't want to turn. My progeny, I hate him. I wish I never turned him. I wonder what he would have said if I didn't turn him. I mean, I'm curious. I'd have to play through it again to find out though, damn it.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshal, for he escaped their two great hunts.
He doesn't exist.
Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
Yeah, I have a friend there though. I made a friend. He loves me, so...
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
primate? Why do they call them primates?
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Speak clearly then.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshal.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare?
I myself
Isaac
created
Newton?
two.
Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas
three.
More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you should meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Tell me about William Marshal. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshal here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Speak clearly then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
The gate's locked. Oh, yeah, of course.
It's locked.
It's locked,
The
alright.
castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Oh, I just noticed I don't have any stamina bars or anything now. Oh, cool stairs. Oh, okay, that did work. I can't go out there, okay. Mary Englewood. Nearby lie the remains of Mary Englewood. Robin Englewood. Oh, the way the sunlight shines through there. Hang on, sunlight. How am I out in the sun? I just realized I am out in the sunlight. How is this possible? How is this possible? How is this possible? I'm out during the day. I'm a vampire. What's going on?
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
It's on the toilet. Oh, I can rob? Old letter. Dear Lady Ashbury, thank you for your recent letter! And all the good news it contained. I cannot wait to finally meet you when you arrive in London. The garden is beautiful under summer sky, although I know you wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You are welcome any day. We'll discuss a wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of an orphanage for young ladies inspired by French Mason. Royal de St. Louis. Sadly closed when French people chose, my god, I can't even write these words down, to cut their king's head off. Such a place destined to blah 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 blah. Countess Alexandra Somerset. You locked your door.
I cannot enter.
Yeah, it's locked, alright. Alright. Hello? Ooh, bed. Porter Elizabeth Blackwood. Oh, in 1666 again. Copy of a letter, Alistair, usually going to Ashbury Estate. Okay, blah 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 blah
Like
blah.
most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Bodies. Ah, it's me! Portrait of Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm
Creepy.
flattered.
Well, at least there's no more enemies to jump out at me and kill me. I can
This
still
painting
eat them.
looks suspicious.
I can still eat the rats. What painting? I like how I can still eat the rats. I'm not gonna eat them. I don't need to. Said this painting looks suspicious. I don't even see any painting. Oh, that one. Oh, that one? Looks suspicious now.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Oh, that's a red queen. Wow. It's a red queen I'd beat the crap out of. God damn, it was easy. It was actually really easy. Sword and a moon, huh?
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
It's a shield, it's not a sword. I don't know what that is.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
There's a sword. Hello, sword. There's a moon.
One last switch, and...
Do I go back to this one?
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it
Oh, it's a
doesn't
sword.
work. One last switch, and...
I don't get it. One last switch and... Sword. Sword and moon. Alright.
Voila.
Viola! Confront Lady Barry. Alright, let's just confront.
Drop your
Oh.
sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshal, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father.
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Yes, I do.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
A few minutes.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
Well, at least she didn't die.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father,
Why chopping his head off?
ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Really?
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
Not your fault.
This catastrophe was the result of unethical
Hey,
experimentation.
Swansea.
And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil. She exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Doesn't look like he has much strength left in him.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him.
How do you know?
I tried.
Oh.
Believe me, I tried.
Oh, you tried.
Why are you hiding William Marshal here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote.
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshal was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
William Marshal infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
That didn't work out very well though, did it? Yeah, I saved Sean Hampton. He later became a scowl. And I beat his freaking skull in. Bashed his face in with my club and killed him in the end.
How did you meet William Marshal?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I respect your desire for privacy. I need to know more.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born.
I'm
Where
being
you
nosy.
lived.
I'm sorry.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
Not really.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshal myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
No, I cannot. You chose to follow Ascalon's orders.
Oh no.
You unleashed an immortal Aloysius Dawson.
I didn't want to!
Already fragile and suffering city.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
They really rubbed that in. Aloysius Dawson. I didn't want to make him an immortal. It was such a mistake, but I had no other choice.
Yes,
So, William, my God, you really are William Marshal. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. But my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison?
I did.
Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
Oh. Shit.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats.
Oh, I've been
She had
eating
been
rats.
hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
This music's working for me too for this.
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
I want to hear more. Just send her out of the room. I want to hear more about that.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Okay. Is this something for Vampire 2?
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Do you remember Myrrdin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrrdin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
So Elizabeth is going to kill him and kill herself, right? Because she said she wants to stop the disaster. And both of them are the carriers. I mean, heck, I could be as well. Although I don't seem to be.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me.
But she's also a carrier,
Has
so
the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
off with his head, I guess.
Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
Yeah, she's gonna kill herself.
What do you mean?
She carries it as well.
I understand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrrdin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshal gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a
I'll
chance?
stay here with you then, as long as we must until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
That's where you're wrong, Elizabeth. Since I murdered my poor Mary after my rebirth, I vowed to never take a life again, and I've succeeded.
How many people did you kill?
I'm not sure I have the
You killed a
strength of
shitload of
character.
people.
I'm not like William. I'm not like you.
Let me teach you then. Come with me, my love.
Oh, Jonathan, if only this could be true, but I really don't know.
We'll run away. Go to the deepest forests, the highest mountains. Untouched by man, we'll hide in solitude until I find a cure.
Do you trust me then?
Until the end of the world, my love.
You got a big mouth. Anyway. What else do we have here? She didn't kill herself, that's a plus.
One prayer for the summoned called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I wish you a peace duly earned for the centuries yet to
York,
come.
huh?
And they will come. I bid thee farewell, my champion bittersweet. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Oh, that was great. A taste for blood. Vampyr. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. Yeah, that was interesting. They really rubbed it in that I made that evil old man immortal. Right up till the end they rubbed that in. I didn't want to do that. There's even a little mention of Sean Hamilton too. There was another mistake. At least I didn't mention Nurse What's-Her-Name, who I also turned into a scowl and killed. But anyway. Man, that was fun. Is there anything after the credits? Can I click past it? Oh! No, okay. Healthy Carrier. Epilogue. I think that just goes right back to the start. Whoops. Actually didn't mean to do that, but that's cool. There's no, sometimes it loads something different. I don't think it will. Oh, no. You know what?
Drop
Oh,
your sword, Father.
okay.
You have nothing to be afraid of.
Okay. Well, that was Vampyr. I played this so much, and I have so many videos to edit. I have, I don't know, 20, 30 hours worth of videos I have to edit and upload, so that'll be fun. That was Vampyr. It was fun. It's good. Yeah, I do recommend it. I do wonder about the other endings. What other endings? What if I killed everyone? What if I killed everyone? Yeah. What if I killed her daughter? What if I didn't suck so badly at the game? Anyway, that was Vampyr. Very fun. Very good. Highly recommend it. Looking forward to the second one, which doesn't exist, but hopefully it does someday soon. Bye.